Tata, Kushe, and say hi everyone. Welcome back to Pantten Farms. My name is Hawa. In today's video, I wanted to give you an update on our 3,000 birds. Now, I know that I said that these birds are going to be, the next update will be after this cycle and after we finish production with them. But I needed to give you an earlier update just because of what's been happening. So stay tuned, guys. So as you can see, this is what has been happening with the birds. Really sad. We've been experiencing the birds dying. We've been having them. Yeah, so it's not a good news, though I look like I was so happy in that intro. The intro has been, it's been a while now since this particular batch died like this, so this was an old video, but I just thought to really talk about it and really discuss about it so that you are well aware of what it is that we're going through, and there's transparency, and you can also make an informed decisions if you do decide to go with the company that I talked about in this video here. So if you had been on the channel, you probably would have seen me talking about that video and talked about where we got the chickens from. And so because of that, and because I was so transparent in that video and it showed you the whole steps of what you need to do, I decided to also give you updates on the birds before people go buying and not really have a well-informed decisions to go on. So we got the birds in August and they have never gotten sick, though we had two that had the signs of Merrick's disease. So we got two of them and they showed the signs of Merrick's disease. Now we paid for them to be vaccinated at the hatchery for Merrick's disease. So because of that, we were not sure why they had that sign, but we had two of them that had the Merrick's disease, and because our team are really onto observing and all that, they noticed them very, very quickly, and we isolated them and treated them, but they didn't survive, so they passed on, which normally Merrick's disease, they don't survive from it. Hence why I recommend that you pay, if you have to pay for it at the hatchery so they vaccinate them against it. So we did pay for them to be vaccinated against that, but at the end of the day, they still ended up having it. Two of them, actually, just two. None of the others show that sign anymore. And so, yeah, because of that, I don't know what's been causing the mortalities on the farm, but yeah, we've been having quite a few of them. So after this, only when they started laying, the mortality started happening, really. To be frank, it's when they started laying, that's when it started happening. A lot of the birds started getting egg bound. So egg bound is when the chicken goes to lay and it's stuck and it doesn't come out. So yeah, we've been experiencing that with the birds. As soon as they started laying, that's when it started. That's also when they started having mortalities. So that first video you saw of them, that was when it started happening. When they started laying, we started losing a lot. But it was also during the dry season. So we don't know whether we're having mortalities because of the dry season. We don't know whether it's because of an underlying disease. Yeah, we just can't figure out what is killing them. And so it's really, really disappointing. And I just thought to be frank with you and share this with you so you're aware. I am under the impression that it's the parent stock that we got, and it might not be the best parent stock, because laying percentage wise, I know if they're Harsher Browns, I know the percentage that they're supposed to be at the age that they're at, and they're nowhere close to it. And it's not like they're not getting good feed. They are getting good feed. They're not refusing to eat. They are eating. And so it's really just disappointing to see that we're spending money on them and they're not giving us what they're supposed to. They look healthy. None of them look sick, but for no particular reason whatsoever, they just tend to die all of a sudden. So almost every second day, we're having one or two die. So when you think about it like that, it just I do think that it's the parent stock, because every other thing has been tried. We've given them calcium, where they're having enough water on the farm, because they have automatic drinkers, so the water is consistent. So it's not like the water is not coming. So they've got water, they have good aeration, there's good biosecurity. They have never been sick. Besides those two that got the Merrick's disease, they have never been sick, so they've never been treated for any disease. So, and the feed is good. So I don't know what is causing them to have mortalities, and that's why I have come to the conclusion that it's the parent stock. Hence why I do believe that if you do decide to go using that company that I talked about in my previous video from Ivory Coast, that you do your due diligence and ask other people also. And talking about asking other people, we talked to a few people also that just told us that if you are getting your chickens from Ivory Coast, then usually they do experience that. So we had one guy that said that when he got his chickens from Ivory Coast, he lost almost all of them, and so he ran out of business because of it. So what I want to know is, have you ever purchased your chickens from Ivory Coast and have experienced this? Because if you have, let us know what you did to prevent it or to stop the mortalities. What you did, like if you have any advice and think you know something that might be of help to us, let us know, and we will gladly be able to implement those stuff to see what it will do for the birds. Otherwise, we're probably gonna get rid of them a lot earlier than we planned to. So yeah, we hope someone can be of help to us. It's just really disappointing. So we've just done everything in our ability to be able to do that. And I'm also thinking whether to review the feed as well. So we're thinking maybe we need to review the feed. Maybe even though we think it's good, maybe it's not good for this particular breed, and might need to try a different kind of feed for them. So we're looking into all those things. And yeah, so if you've got advice that you think will be of help to us, that will be able to help us in this regard, get in contact with us, share it with us, so that we are also well aware and we can be able to succeed in this venture, because we have spent quite a few amount on this farm, on this project, and we don't want to lose out because we got the wrong breed from a wrong breeder. Because I feel like that's what we did. I think we got the breed from a wrong breeder, and there's something that is not right with maybe where we got them from. But the thing that's challenging about that is the communication wise is we have not been able to communicate with them, because we don't know anybody from the company that speaks English, and when you call, they only ever speak in French. So it's really quite disappointing, and I want you to make sure that you are asking all the right questions before you buy, making sure maybe possibly if you're able to go to where the parent stocks are, or tell them to send you a video of what the parent stock look like, what their building looks like if you can attend, because I know biosecurity wise you probably won't be able to go there, but you can ask for like videos to see what happened, or where they live, how they're feeding, whether or not they've ever had diseases. Maybe that's what we should have done, is ask for like a health report from the company in regards to the chicken's health, what the parent stock's health, whether they've had any diseases prior, whatever diseases that they may have been treated against. So maybe that's what we did wrong. We didn't do that. We didn't ask for a report. And so it really turned me off, that it made me feel like I won't be anytime soon buying chickens from an African country unless you come highly, highly recommended and I know exactly how you look after your birds. Like, I wish Dr. Daniel was shipping chickens to West Africa, because I know how he raises birds and I know how the biosecurity there, how strict it is. And so I know that there will be probably a good breed to have on our farm. but unfortunately he's not yet. But yeah, besides that, I don't think there'll be many companies or any company in Africa right now that I would purchase from, unless you come highly recommended from other individuals and other farmers. But yeah, thank you so much for joining in this conversation. I hope you can be able to help. Also, if you have any suggestions, let us know so we can be able to implement them. If you think of an idea that might be of help to us, let us know, and we will gladly be able to implement those in our farm. Our biosecurity is still top notch. I still believe that we have the strictest biosecurity, so I know it's not that no diseases have happened. So yeah, it's just disappointing, really. But be sure to come back next time, because I have some exciting news for you guys. You will love it. All right. So this is like a setback, but not really, because I have some really good news. So I hope you can come back soon so you can watch that video. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Mwah. Bye.